It is consistently agreed upon by the majority of the internet, that a majority of the internet that is not blind, mindless MCU shills, that the Marvel Cinematic Universe fell off. And everyone agrees with this statement. It's generally agreed the movies have a lesser quality overall, and I had long detached myself, but something happened. Yesterday broke me. You've seen some of the, yesterday at the time of recording, of course, but you've seen the news. You might think that's the only reason, and it is part of the reason, but the reason why I'm finally sitting down and making a video after years of throwing ideas around my head but not really coming together is because this has been the worst direction for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and here's why. Consider this a pseudo review of Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm not gonna go too into it because this is partially this movie in conjunction with the news rather than just this movie is what did it. But I need to explain this movie and my thoughts on it because this is one of the worst movies that I have ever watched. The feeling that it evoked in me is like I watched it and for the first time, like, I truly got why people look down on superhero genre. Like, I knew why. From the beginning, obviously. I knew the reasons, I agreed with many of the criticisms, but, like, this just made everything click in a way that I cannot describe. Even The Flash 2023, a movie that I am known to despise, it didn't really anger me in this way. And I think this is because of the meta commentary. Not the meta commentary, because that would imply that this movie actually has anything and isn't just slop that just has no idea what it wants to be. But it is, well, I wouldn't say that it has no idea what it wants to be. It knows what it wants to be, but that is garbage. It's just, the movie is the epitome of the thesis presented in Al Elling's Immortal 4. I'm putting the page up on screen because I know most of you don't read comics. It's the whole deal is that a brand that mocks itself has free reign into a consumer's head. A free pass. We're your friends. We're in on the joke. The joke of how all this is bad. And that's why I don't like it. It's not a movie made with any intent to be good. It is meant to be just a joke. A joke that, and you could say, oh, it's a comedy. The thing about a comedy is that you have to be funny. This is just trying to how do you do kids, people not liking the MCU. They're trying to be in on it. And that is the primary reason why I could not get behind this movie. This movie has a lot of problems, but I'm not going to get into them because I honestly don't think it's worth my time. All you need to know is that this movie is garbage, it has Reddit meta humor, it tries to how do you do kids disliking the MCU, and it's bad. Little did I know that wouldn't be the end of the Reddit. The two pieces of news that are the nail in the coffin for the MCU are that the Russo brothers are directing the new Avengers movies, and RDJ will be playing Doctor Doom. Now, some of you might be confused about that first part. Well, there's probably going to be some MCU shills watching this, so you're probably going to be confused about both. But let's start with the one that would be more controversial for me to take issue with. The Russos are not directors. They are... Look at their history, they barely have done much. They just kind of struck gold with Infinity War. And I think people rate that one good project and act like that makes them gods of directing or whatever. It could be fine. Maybe they could strike gold again, right? However, the main issue is it's in context of the RDJ Doctor Doom casting. The RDJ Doctor Doom casting is the worst possible news they could have ever come up with. Doctor Doom is his own character. Sacrificing him just so you can get, wholesome 100 Chungus Reddit Iron Man nostalgia is bad. It's especially bad because it's also removing his Romani heritage from the character, a very important part of the character, and that ethnic erasure is never good, no matter what some people would like to tell you. Sorry, I need to get that off my chest. But the thing is, I've summarized all of the issues with that. Doom is his own character, sacrificing him for wholesome 100 Reddit nostalgia for Iron Man is bad. Removing its Romani heritage is bad. And no matter how they try to justify it, whether Tony Stark variant or not, or whether or not they just play it straight and have him just be Doom, just with RDJ playing him, it's going to be bad for one reason or another. Like, I can already imagine, like, picture this. Secret Wars 2017, actual slop, right? Spider-Man punches off RDJ's mask and, oh my god, is that you, Mr. Stark? And I will actually kill myself. Because not only will it just be soy Reddit cameo slop, but it'll also just be like regressing Spider-Man's character to just revolving around Tony Stark for the millionth fucking time. But also, even if that wasn't the case, it's just bad. It's just, Doctor Doom is a great character, one of the greatest villains ever made. And they're just gonna reduce him to just, oh my god, you guys like RDJ, right? You like guys like Iron Man. Ooh, Iron Man's back, Iron Man's back. The funny thing is, the reason why I don't like the Rose's directing is mainly because of RDJ. Like, it's just clear they're just trying to pander to people, like, especially in context of Deadpool and Wolverine. They're just trying to pander to their audience, rather than actually trying bold risks, trying to make good stories. They're just trying to pander, get their audience back. That's not good storytelling. That's not good. Pandering does not make a good story. And that's ultimately why I think the MCU is dead. Thanks for listening to my little ramble about the MCU status. I won't be entirely negative. I did really love the DC comic news. I think that things like Justice League Unlimited, the new JSA run, and Ram v New Gods all look really cool, and I'm very excited for the absolute line of DC Comics. But yeah, I did not intend this to be my first video, but I guess it was the thing that got me up to actually commit to making a video. So if you liked this little ramble, I do have some more rambles planned in the future, and I will see you then. Bye-bye!